Welcome back to the Business Ignite podcast, where we light the fire for business growth and marketing success. Your hosts, Ethan Walker and Samantha Reed, bring you the latest trends, expert insights, and actionable strategies to fuel your business journey. Let's ignite your potential.
Having a website these days, it's like
Well,
not even a question, right? For any business, I mean. It's your shop window, your portfolio, always there.
it's the bare minimum, really.
Exactly. But how do you go from just having a website to one that actually works for you, helps you grow? That's what we're digging into today.
And honestly, more business owners should be asking themselves that. I've seen it firsthand. Companies doing great work, but their online presence doesn't quite match up.
Totally. So we're diving into this article, Benefits of Hiring a Professional Web Design Firm, from 95 Visual.
Catchy title.
Right. And it really breaks down why getting a professionally designed site can be such a game changer, especially when you're looking to, level up your business.
And while they focus on Santa Clarita, the cool thing is the ideas here apply anywhere. It's about understanding what a website can do for you.
It's more than just, okay, check, we have a website.
Way more.
So they get right into this idea of building your brand online. And I feel like that's where having a professional really comes in. Because it's not just about looking good, is it?
Not even close. Think of it this way. Your brand is that feeling people get when they interact with your business, right? A website, if it's done right, it reinforces that feeling, makes it consistent everywhere. Every single thing, colors, fonts, the images you use, all of it adds up. And a professional, they can wrangle all that into something that feels like you, but also connects with the people you want to reach.
It's like that cohesive feel. Like you walk into a store and everything just makes sense. It matches what they're selling.
Exactly.
I've definitely been on websites where it's like all over the place. Doesn't feel legit. Almost makes you wonder about the company itself.
And that's a risk you don't want, especially with what the article said about going beyond your local market. Think about it. Your website could be the first time someone across the country, even the world, interacts with your business. It's got to build that trust right off the bat.
It's like that whole first impression thing, right? You never get a second chance.
Yeah.
And online, your website, that's often the handshake.
Yeah.
But then there's the technical side of things, which can be a whole other beast. The article kind of dives into some of the traps people fall into with DIY websites, and it's a little eye-opening.
It really is. We all chuckle at those sites with the crazy fonts and music that plays automatically. The worst. But honestly, for the person visiting your site, that stuff is just annoying, gets in the way.
Okay, but those are the obvious mistakes. What about the stuff that's harder to spot if you don't live in the web design world?
Yeah.
Like what's lurking beneath the surface that we might not even think about?
Exactly. That's where this whole browser compatibility thing comes in.
Oh, right.
You might build your site and it looks amazing in Chrome, your browser.
Right, looks perfect.
But then someone's on Firefox or Safari or using their phone.
Oh, yeah.
Suddenly things are broken, images aren't loading right.
The whole thing's messed up.
Total mess. So a professional, they make sure your site adapts, works smoothly across the board, more people see it the way it's supposed to be seen, no frustration.
It's kind of like future-proofing in a way. Making sure no matter what tech comes along, your site can handle it.
Exactly. And that actually connects to another point the article makes about site speed and security. Those are things people don't always think about.
Easily overlooked.
Big time. Because a slow website, people bounce. They don't wait around.
No patience.
Nope. And security, that's huge, right? Protecting your business and the people who visit your site.
Absolutely.
It's all connected. These things, they're not flashy, but they're the foundation. They make or break a good user experience.
It's funny you say user experience because that's one of those terms gets thrown around a lot.
Buzzword alert.
But what does it actually mean, though? For someone on my website, what makes it a good experience for them?
So think of it like this. How easy is it for someone to use your site? Right. Can they find what they need quickly? Do the pages load fast? Is it easy to get around? It's about making the whole thing from start to finish enjoyable.
So it's not just like, does it look nice? It's, does it actually work the way someone expects it to?
Exactly. And anticipating their needs. Part of that is understanding how people even find websites in the first place. Search engines. Which brings us to SEO.
SEO. The mysterious world of making Google happy. I feel like every time I almost understand it, the rules change.
Right. It's constantly evolving. But the main thing is making sure search engines can easily find your site.
Oh.
A good web design firm, they'll build that into the process from day one, making sure your site is structured right, uses the right keywords, all the signals that Google likes.
So it's like you can have this gorgeous website, but if it's speaking a different language than Google,
It's invisible. Like that saying, if a tree falls.
and no one's around to hear it,
Right. If a website launches and Google can't find it.
is it even really there?
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got the technical stuff, the strategy behind it, but then there's the human element too.
Always.
And the article makes a big deal about first impressions, which I think everyone can relate to. Like we've all done it, right? Judge something by how it looks, a book, a restaurant, even a person sometimes. That first look, it really can make a difference.
Oh, totally. And online, you've got, what, a couple seconds? If that. To grab someone's attention before they click away. A pro, they get that, They'll design something that's visually strong, matches your brand, but also pulls people in, makes them want to see more.
So it's more than just making it look pretty. It's like you're using the design to actually lead people around, show them the important stuff, keep them engaged. Like, imagine the difference between a salesperson who's put together, you trust them right away, versus someone who looks like they just rolled out of bed.
Perfect analogy. And that kind of ties into the whole investment versus expense idea that the article talks about. If you think of your website as just a cost, you're going to cut corners.
Right, just a necessary evil.
Exactly. But if you see it as an investment, that changes everything.
Because a good website can actually bring in more business.
100%. Think about it. A website that brings in the right clients, shows off what you do really well, maybe even automates some stuff for you. That's not just a website. That's a whole business partner.
Makes you wonder, why wouldn't someone invest in that?
I know, right? And often it comes down to priorities, but there's this one line from the article that really stuck with me. It said, even if you're a local business, you can't think locally when it comes to the internet.
Yeah, it's easy to forget that when most of your customers are right around you.
Right. But online, someone in a totally different city, even in a different country, they could be looking for exactly what you offer. But if your website isn't showing up or it doesn't connect with them, missed opportunity.
It's like you're missing out on a whole world of potential customers just because you're thinking too small.
Exactly. And your website, it's like the key to that world,
Yeah.
How you introduce yourself, show what you're good at. No limits, really.
So I guess the takeaway here is a professionally designed website. It's something to think about seriously. Doesn't matter how big your business is, where you are, strong brand, good user experience, opens up all these possibilities.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Plus, maybe it'll save us all from seeing one less website with those crazy fonts and music that never stops.
Now that is a future worth fighting for. Thanks for taking this deep dive with us, everyone. Hope you've come away with some good stuff to think about for your own online presence. Until next time.
Thanks for tuning in to the Business Ignite podcast, where we fuel your business growth and marketing success. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to rate and review us. It does help others find the show. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Business Ignite Podcast and share this episode with a friend. Keep the fire burning, and remember, your success is just one strategy away. Until next time, stay ignited.